Hey Calibrate family, what if you're getting ready to sell a property or work on the property and you can't even get access to it because it's full of squatters? Well, today I get to talk to the foremost expert in squatter removal, Flash Shelton, aka the Squatter Hunter. You may have heard of him. See you right after this.
You can leave that in there. You're all choked up. You're all choked up. Come on, dude. You're my partner.
Exactly, right? All right, guys. We got the Squatter Hunter on deck. Flash Shelton, here to give us the scoop on what it takes to do the ultimate home improvement hack.
Hey, my name is Flash. I'm known as the Squatter Hunter, and I get your home back. I'm here with Dylan, my partner in crime. Dylan's a good guy. If you're watching him and subscribe to him, then I give you kudos. You've made the right choice. Dylan will be joining me on my upcoming show, and you'll be seeing him a lot more in my videos as well on Outside the Box with Flash, where we will be tackling, like he said, the ultimate homeowner's hack. Hiring squatter hunters to get your squatters out. Yeah, I was a victim. I was a victim just like everyone else. In 2019, my dad had passed away. I moved my mom in with me to take care of her, to sell her home so that she could move forward with her life. We didn't want her to live up there in this remote location in Northern California by herself. We listed the home, and then I got a report that someone had broken in the back door. So I did like everyone. I called the sheriff. I relied on law enforcement, and they show up at the house and they say, hey, you told us the house is vacant, and we do see a back door broken in, but it appears as though people are living there. There's a house full of furniture and there's nothing we can do. And then I heard the words that everybody just absolutely fears. It's a civil matter and there's nothing we can do. So I started doing research. I do what I do best. I break laws down. I fight for handyman businesses. I fight for, people, and I break laws down, and that's what I did. I just took a weekend. I, broke the laws down and figured out how the system works, how squatters gain their rights. And what I found is that we typically enable them by taking the civil process to them. As soon as we hire an attorney and they get served with a document that literally says they are living in my home, that's when they start getting their rights. When you go to a judge and a judge says they are a squatter, they are a tenant, they have legal rights, this is the process, that's when they start getting stronger and stronger in their rights. And so I figured that if I can become a squatter, then I'd have their rights and I'd be just as strong as they are. So I decided to become my squatter's squatter. In preparation, I got a lease because I figured, squatters have fake leases, so I need to have a real lease. Now keep in mind, my mom's state of mind at the time wasn't there. I couldn't tell her. I couldn't share with her that we had squatters. I had to tell her that I was going to go to do improvements on the home, and that I wanted a lease just so I had, if anyone questioned it, I had legal rights to be there. Did not tell her we had a squatter. She actually didn't know we had a squatter until later on, probably even a year later. But, I broke it down, figured out that, I become the squatter. If I can switch places with them, then they have to prove that they're a legal tenant to be able to get in. They can't kick me out. If they have a fake lease, I show my lease. Like, let's go to court. Let's prove who has the right lease. My lease is notarized. So what is your lease? Basically, I get there, I watch, they leave. And as soon as they leave, I just start setting up cameras, set up an alarm system, and I wait there for them to return. They had a choice to get out with their furniture or without. And that's the bottom line is I was a victim, and now I'm helping victims.
I mean, we all know that walking into these situations can be pretty hairy, can be pretty dangerous. Tell us about some of the encounters you've had, and how do you prepare for that? As much as we know that you're doing a hell of a job out there, we want to make sure that you're safe. So how do you protect yourself?
Preparation. I think that, back when I was training bouncers, it was, if you are prepared for situations and you expect the worst, then typically you're not going to get the worst. And when the worst comes, you're prepared for it. So I have to treat every situation and be scared of every situation to enable me to put the effort in to being prepared. So I will treat every squatter as if they are dangerous, because the bottom line is, I don't care if it's a little old lady. That woman can be crazy. She can come at me with a knife. She can do whatever. We prepare, and we wear whatever we need to. If we need to wear body armor, if I need to carry a firearm, if I need to carry, I've got my pepper spray here. I've got a stun gun right here. Sometimes I'll have a baton with me. I've never fortunately had to use any of it, but it's all about preparation. And the bottom line is, it is dangerous. And I tell you, as the homeowner, Dylan will tell you to hire the right professional, right? He'll tell you to use the right tool, but know your limitations and hire the right professional. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. Don't do it yourself. First of all, in most states, it's illegal as the homeowner for you to get involved with a squatter other than the civil process. So either hire the right professional, bring in squatter hunters, but don't do it yourself. As soon as you know you have an intruder, call law enforcement. Don't, it's property. Don't risk your life. So just make sure that you're safe. We go through everything and be safe. I'm trained both physically and mentally. I'm trained in de-escalation, and I use that every single time. My voice and my mind is what's used most of the time to get squatters out.
Class, you got a lot of media attention because of what you do. It's almost like a meteoric rise in the world of in the media, because you're not the only one doing this. Why do you think people are so attracted to how you do it? Because one thing I notice is that you tend to, you're not going in there with an attitude of destruction. You actually want to help the squatters.
Yeah, I think that, from what I've heard and, comments and, people that reach out, I think it's who I am. I think that, I'm not, I'm genuine. I'm being humane. I'm, being certified in de-escalation. I'm not arguing with these people. I'm not threatening them. I'm not taking things personally. I'm doing what's right, and I'm fighting for homeowners. It's not a job for me. It's not a money-making thing for me. It's not something that I'm doing to, I don't know. I'm not taking advantage of homeowners. I'm trying to fight for them. So I think that the fact that my first one was done in such a way that people could relate to, and they could see me as a regular guy just trying to be a good son and do for his mom, played a big part. And I think, a lot of my subscribers say, look, I just like who you are, and that's why I'm subscribing. So, yes, I've started something, a lot of media. Now I've got a lot of people that are, other people that are, starting up anti-squatter businesses, and it's great that they've started up doing squatter businesses, and I wish them well. We all have the same goal in mind, I just want everyone to be safe, and ultimately, I'm fighting for homeowners. And I think that's another thing that people have appreciated about me, is that my number one goal is law change. So the only reason I started taking squatters out was because, it would be a quicker way to keep it in the media, keep the attention up, change laws. Because if I can constantly be like, okay, here's a squatter here, and I got this one out, or, and people know that I'm trying to help them, then it was just going to increase the chances of law change. And maybe that's another thing too. Maybe people know my true intentions are to help people and to help homeowners. Yeah, I've worked, I've been working towards changing laws. I've been involved in law change. I was fortunate enough to participate in the Florida law bill signing and speak at the governor's conference. We've had luck in Georgia. We've had luck in now New York, Florida, and and I was just informed that I'll be meeting with a congressman in California to hopefully get some changes and have some input towards the law change in California. And the bottom line is, what I'm calling for is a complete distinction between squatters and tenants. Yeah, tenants can feel comfortable knowing that their rights are not going to change. If you're a squatter and you don't have a lease and you're not paying rent, it's going to be criminal. You're going to be arrested. If you've caused damage, it's going to be a felony. You're going to be ordered to pay restitution if you've caused damages. Homeowners are finally going to have their rights that they deserve, and the protections and the backing by government that they have not had. The laws are unjust and they're unfair, and it's time to make some changes and start standing up for homeowners and businesses alike, and take care of them. So if you'd like to see videos of squatters and other outside the box topics, you can subscribe to my channel, Outside the Box with Flash. You can visit squatterhunters.com. And if you need help with squatters, also I have a national database that I'm putting together to expose your squatters. So if you want to send us your squatters information, pictures, social media, a description of how they entered, location, things like that, I will add them to the database to help other homeowners and keep them from basically renting out their houses to somebody who can potentially be a squatter or a non-paying tenant. I'd also like to mention that, just to tie to this business, to tie to Dylan's channel, my history. I was a handyman and a contractor for over 40 years. I founded United Handyman Association for handyman businesses to get insurance and get certified. We run background screenings, and we stand behind our certified members with a $5,000 guarantee to the homeowners. So if you know a handyman or you are a handyman, you can join the UHA at unitedhandymanassociation.org. Dylan's a great guy. Continue to watch his YouTube, and hopefully you join me on Outside the Box with Flash. Take care. Stay safe.
Okay, guys, so if you're in a sticky situation with squatters, you know who to call. All the links are in the description. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.